southwest of France. You're watching the Quik Pro, stop number 9 on the Samsung Galaxy Championship Tour. Julian Wilson, Miguel, Pupo, and Aritz Aranburu are featured in round 1, heat number 2 of this draw.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of waves ridden, and Miguel Pupo straight away on his backhand there, drives forward. I love the way he leaned forward right there just to set that front rail, that inside rail, I should say, and comes out with a couple of nice little turns. So Miguel Pupo starting quickly. Aritz Aranburu on an absolute bomb as he drives into that closeout. Almost came through that section. And that's exactly what you got to do.
Here comes Julian Wilson now pulling in. You can still see the red jersey as he makes it out. Coming off the bottom, clean hack off the roof. Jams it hard off the lip, and Wilson will straighten out. His best wave so far. He got clamped on one on the wave before that came in at a 1.23.
These heats where there's a lot of waves caught, you can see Julian just squeezing out of that one there. Not going to be a huge score, but it's going to get that momentum going. So important out here, sort of find those good ones. Once you get one good one, I think it's Katie. It's got that just you never know what's going to happen factor.
Exciting factor right here is the waves are firing and Wilson's up on another one. That one's going to run away from him. Julian had a 5-point on his last. That had him in second. Back then, we were kind of waiting for Wilson to get more consistency on tour on the CT level, and he's found that this year. Splitting the points at the J-Bay Open, finishing runner-up to Owen Wright. He's going to outperform each other above the lip as we look at Wilson lock in on his forehand. A huge heaving forehand option. He comes flying out, springing into the air for the kick out. Wilson only needed a 1-6. He'll get that and some to take the lead with 19:30 to go.
Yeah, he would jet ski, save some energy. Look at this beautiful shot. You can see how he faded and then drove off the bottom. And Julian, that was a definite deep barrel right there, and that is going to go into the excellent range, Joe. That's exactly what you've got to do out here today. Jet ski, save some energy. Look at this beautiful shot. You can see how he faded and then drove off the bottom. And Julian, that was a definite deep barrel right there, and that is going to go into the excellent range, Joe. That's exactly what you've got to do out here today.
Amazing ride from Julian Wilson. Comes in at a 9.5. Our best wave of the morning so far. Just into heat number 2.
Then get back out quick, and there's Julian on a nice one. But wow, and yeah, it's really fun. Offshore, 4 to 6 foot. It's pretty perfect.
That's what I was talking about before. I think the important thing is you try and get a good wave under your belt. Once you do, you're going to back it up, and it's kind of can be contagious, especially out here. You find that little section of the bank. Julian did exactly that and dropped another 9.30.
As we check out Pupo, just keeping his head in the game right there. Actually traveled for a little bit of time before going down. Series of 25ths this year, and he finally snapped that at the last event as we look at Julian's last win.
Oh my goodness. Look at that. That's just classic stuff right there from Julian Wilson. To the popularity of him as well. I mean, look at this one though from Julian Wilson. That was the first one right there. Took off, angled, you know, almost faded left and then drove right. This one here I like. Why? Because he's just driving through that section. A little bonus one at the end there. And then that big flyaway alley-oop almost just to finish things off.
Ashton trying to wipe away that result from Trestles where he got the interference after the horn. Now a little backside tube ride for Miguel Pupo with 2:20 to go. Spaniard looking to make a move here. Aritz Aranburu sets up the right and just hops out of there. Just his 3rd wave ridden in this matchup. You have Owen Wright, who had the weird heat with Nat Young. That lowers as we look at Julian packing a huge section on his forehand. Real foamy on the inside, and he's going to end up down on the bottom. Wilson flexing that top 5 position on the top 34, turning in the best performance of the morning.